is going on out there, peeps? Okay, man, there's been a lot of good news going on here these last couple weeks. There's a lot of different positive mojo flowing around here, huh? So good. Let's get into what's going on because, as usual, things are still moving forward at what seems to be now a neck-breaking pace. We love it. Just a quick reminder, everybody, that I do have this group in Facebook called Hidden Things in Front of Your Eyes. It is covering today's current events as well as political things and conspiracy things. So it's free to join. I will leave a link in the description. Also, as you are well aware, I do have a Facebook group with the same name as this YouTube channel called Pimpy's Investment Chat. It is free to come and join. We do talk about the Zim dollar, the Iraqi dinar, the Vietnam dong, gold, silver, as well as cryptocurrencies. It's free to join. So come and join us. The links will be in the description. All right, let's get into some exciting news, huh? As usual, it seems like, I don't know, call me crazy. I told you guys like about a couple of weeks ago, there was this like weird energy in the air, a lot of positive energy. I hope it keeps going. I like the way things are going. So there's been a lot of chatter between people about it's not just the Iraqi dinar. I told you guys it feels like something's going on. We definitely are heading towards a global currency reset. We're getting a lot of positive information about the Vietnam dong. We're getting a lot of positive information about the Iraqi dinar. We seen yesterday that the Zim was trading on the Forex and that they got an official rate finally. So definitely a lot of things happening, and they seem to be happening pretty quick. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Anyways, KRG's reform law to go into effect on July the 2nd. So the reform law on salaries, pensions, and allowances will go into effect on July the 2nd. All right. Early in January, the Kurdistan Regional Parliament unanimously passed the reform bill prepared by the KRG. It includes a series of measures designed to provide more certainty and accountability on salaries, pensions, and allowances for public servants. So what they say, it would be major progress for the KRG's plan to fight corruption, and therefore it is necessary for the Parliament to resume sessions so as to enable the legislator to monitor the steps towards reform. All right, so right now they've been out of session thanks to the Rona, but it looks like they're ready to go back. They're going to be talking about things regarding the Rona and financial hardship. All right, so good. Kurdistan seems to be kicking butt over, doing whatever they're doing as well. So that's good to see. In the documents, the text, the domestic and external borrowing law for financing the financial deficit by 2020. So they want to have it done by this year. This is good. Wednesday, the House of Representatives voted on the draft law that would allow the government to borrow internally and externally to cover the budget deficit. The parliamentary chamber in the House of Representatives stated that the parliament voted by a majority of votes during its session with the presence of 168 deputies to pass a bill submitted by government for internal and external borrowing. So I like how they said this. So they passed the draft. Good. It looks like that's just another law we're ready to get out of the books. The big one I'm waiting to watch for is the agreement and the resolution to the outstanding issues between Iraq and Kurdistan. I think that's a big one. We're waiting for that, and that's what I'm going to be watching for. Parliament finance. This month, there will be no deductions. For those of you who are wondering what deductions are, they're taxes they're talking about and employee salaries. I figured that out. They keep talking about the different deductions. They're talking about taxes. The Parliamentary Finance Committee indicated on Wednesday that the current month will not witness a deduction from the salaries of the employees, pointing out that the executive authority has spoken of a new burdensome or salary scale that will be implemented in the future, and it includes all employees. Committee members said in the press interview the coming period will not witness a deduction in the salaries of the employees, and Parliament is determined to legislate the borrowing law in order to overcome the current crisis. That's going to help out help out the citizens. That's what we're trying to get done here, but it doesn't look like anything's ever going to pass here in the United States. We got a huge roadblock in front of us, but we know Trump is definitely trying to do away with payroll salaries or payroll taxes, as well as capital gains taxes, which would be great for us holding on to the dinar because we would pay no taxes on it except for your state taxes. Okay, so the Financial Committee exercises duty to exercise control and legislate law and is not responsible for deducting salaries or not. That doesn't make no sense. As decisions are within the authority of the executive authority. Okay, that's good to hear. The Iraq parliament passes the borrowing law to cover the finances. So they did pass the law. That is huge. That's really what I was trying to get to, is down to here. Okay, so look, another hurdle out of the way. The borrowing law has been passed. The Iraq parliament approved on Wednesday a draft law that allows the government internal and external borrowing to cover the financial deficit. Well, like me, I'm sure you guys are thinking, we know one way that would help. Change the dang rate. That's what we're looking for. Parliamentary source told the news that the parliament voted by the majority. We read this. It's pretty much it's the same as up above, but up above they were saying they're considering it. But here's what they're talking about. The government has submitted the draft law, and it includes foreign borrowing of up to $5 billion. What I'm hoping for is that a vast majority of that is to help them cover the rate change, and an internal amount of 15 trillion dinars to fill the financial deficit and for the country. All right, the Iraq government is struggling to secure employee salaries and other operating expenses due to the collapse of the oil prices and the Rona, which has paralyzed large sectors of the world economy. The country relies on revenue from a scale of crude of 95%. We know this. I have seen some other projects on other news articles that I thought were pretty interesting. For some reason, well, I know why, but the one type of company or business that's doing really good in Iraq is they have this cement company there. And the cement company keeps doubling like every couple of weeks in the number of orders that it's producing. To me, this is a good sign, and it looks like the more cement that they're pumping out, this is because there's a lot of rebuilding taking place. So I was happy to see that. But one of the things he wants to do is they were talking about the ports that I was telling you about, the ones between Saudi Arabia and Iraq. They were ordered last year to start rebuilding, to work together. It's going to be the largest port where ships come in. That's the mecca of the trading place, because that's the gateway into the Middle East in order to do business. Okay, so we know this. Iraqi passed the borrowing law. Al-Kadhimi aspires to obtain political support during his visit to Washington. I'm sure he'll get it as long as he continues to do what he's doing. All right, so in the report, the news quoted an official of the Prime Minister's office as saying the visit tentatively scheduled for after the 12th or 20th of next July. Well, it's coming up. Not next July, the one coming up. Is being prepared with the American side and their willingness to prepare the files that will be discussed with the Americans, most notably the American military presence in Iraq, and the file of security cooperation, the general political solution, and economic support for Iraq. We could think of a support. We could think of a real good one. With Al-Kadhimi aspires to obtain from the Americans. The Iraq's official affirmed that the Iranian-Iraq rapprochement is sure that he will not be absent from the American table, noting that a government team is preparing for the visit, which will be postponed or advanced according to the changes in Iraq. Okay. He pointed out that the delegation will include Iraq ministries, advisors, military, and secretary leaders, and it is scheduled to meet with the President Trump. So I'm excited about this because I'm hoping what's going to happen is they're going to come out in the Rose Garden on the White House. He's going to be introduced. Everything's going to be great. And then what you're going to hear Trump say is, it's time to recognize Iraq's sovereignty all over again. This is what we want to hear. This is big news. Man, this is coming up really quick. Again, with everything going on with all the currencies, the Zim dollar, the Iraqi dinar seems to be lining up really nicely here to change. We know that these big contracts with Vietnam Dong are going to change the value of its currency. They all seem to be happening around the same time. This definitely looks like a total global currency reset. This is really good. So, yeah, I'm excited about it. There's been a lot of good news. I mean, all across the board. Gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, everything across the board. Iraqi dinar, Vietnam dong, obviously for you Zim people. I'm not sure exactly. I said in the video and I showed you which Zim it was, but hopefully a lot of you had that, and this is really good news. I know a couple of women hit me up saying that they had the right ones and they're going to exchange it, and then we're asking about silver. So one had actually was going to make the exchange. So I hope she reports back with some good news, and she was able to purchase the silver that she was looking for. That's exciting. You know what I mean? For me, anyways, because I'm a big gold and silver person. So congratulations, you guys. Everything is looking really, really good. At least that's the way it feels to me. Let me know what you think. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And hit in the comments. What do you guys... Is it just me? I know you guys feel it too. There's still an ongoing, positive, continuous vibe happening right now in not just the Dinar community, but the currency community and all across the board. I'm not sure what's happening. I kind of got an idea. And it definitely looks like everything is lining up. All right, let me know what you think, all right? I love to hear from you. Talk to you later. Bye.